Yeah, it's recording. Hi everyone. My name is Manny, co-founder, actually founder of Tech with Manny. Let me not say co-founder. I don't know where I get that from. Founder of Tech with Manny, and essentially I wanted to record this video as like the introductory video. I've been meaning to record for the longest time, but there's just been a lot of stuff happening, and I just felt like you know what, let me just maybe record in between my breaks of working on stuff. Um, so yeah, I'm just going to start with an introductory video, as I said, and this essentially just gives you a bit of a background of who I am, what I do, and how you subscribing to the channel, all the social media platforms that I have, can actually benefit you, and obviously add in making Tech with Many more so out there. But to just give you an introduction, I actually went back to my portfolio website. So when I started this journey in tech, I was more so interested in becoming a full stack developer. So I created a portfolio website. For those that are already in tech, they know portfolio websites are a thing. Because they do two things. They showcase your skill in terms of everything that you're basically working on. You can always document on your portfolio website. And also, they can show that you're able to build websites. So if you say I'm a web developer, you can say, okay, here's a portfolio website that I built. But to be honest, the portfolio website that I built initially looks nothing like this. Hopefully, I could get a clip of how it looks like. I probably still have it in my local computer somewhere, but I'll try to display it here in this video. If I can't, then that's fine. But essentially, this is me. I'm a DevOps slash cloud engineer. And essentially, what a DevOps engineer is someone who helps companies maintain their infrastructure that their application is running on. So, for example, you have WhatsApp or Take a Lot. And it runs on a couple of computers, what they call servers. And I essentially just help those companies deploy in those servers, maintain the servers that they are running in. And when I say maintain, I mean the operating system part of it, not their data centers. I'll tell you the part about data centers in a bit. And essentially help them create what we call CI/CD pipelines. So that's continuous integration, continuous development, and it's essentially kind of like the life cycle that software engineers have when they're building an application, from planning to obviously writing the code to that application, building the application, and then after that you deploy the application. And once you deploy it on computers, and then you're essentially coming in and monitoring those computers, making sure that they are always up and running, so that the application can never be down. So the more users you have in that application, the more you're essentially utilizing the computers. And in many cases, those computers can go down for whatever reason. I mean, we had the big issue with uh, AWS in the is it US East One region. I'll tell you a bit about it in another video, maybe. Uh, but situations like that, DevOps engineer come in and make sure that situations like that never really happen. And if they do happen, there's like a backup plan that's able to bring back the system and have your application running in a short period of time. So that's what a DevOps engineer. So the cloud engineer part of it is more so saying, um, in back in the day, you had companies basically buying these servers or these computers that these applications are running on. So they have them in their own premise or on premise, and they are maintaining them, they're patching them, they're doing everything with regards to the computer, the electricity, obviously, and all the nitty gritties of being able to maintain those computers. That's what these computers, or how these computers were running back in the day. But now you have these cloud providers like AWS, Azure, GCP, Google Cloud platforms, Oracle, that are essentially saying, hey, listen, you don't have to worry about taking care of your computers anymore. You don't have to worry about maintaining them. We'll give you, or we'll rent them out to you. So we'll take care of the maintenance, meaning we'll build the data centers, maintain them. You don't have to pay for electricity, and we'll just charge you for that. So you're renting, you pay as you go. So we'll charge you for actually what you're using. And that's where the cloud engineering kind of comes about. So now, when AWS has this AWS platform, there's over like 200 services that you actually need to know about, right? And that's a lot of stuff to learn. You're not going to be using 200 of them. In many cases, you use like almost 15 to 20 of those services. But essentially, a cloud engineer comes in and says, okay, I'm going to go learn about AWS so that I can help companies essentially run their applications on AWS servers. And that's the part about cloud engineering. So you're engineering in the cloud and helping companies basically deploy and maintain their or run their applications on AWS. So, as I said, like I'm more so of a DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, AI and machine learning. And this is a new field that I'm actually kind of sharpening my tool on. Um, Obviously, we know that AI is the big bang in tech. And yeah, I spend most of the time learning about AI and machine learning and essentially deploying all these AI models and training them and stuff like that. So there's a new model that or the new skill that I'm actually working on. And then obviously we have our cloud engineering. So another part of it is with these computers, you're more so in charge of the security of everything that you do in the cloud. So cloud security is already a specialization in itself. So I also put so much effort in learning that, and I essentially offer those services to companies. Here you can see all the certifications that I have. I mostly specialize in AWS, which is the biggest cloud provider so far. Um, and yeah, I essentially just spend most of my time learning about AWS, how to deploy these applications there, how to maintain them, and so on and so on. And then here you get to read a bit about me. And then here you obviously see my portfolio. This I haven't modified in a very long time, but these are some of the projects that I worked on in the beginning. And here you can click and see my GitHub. This is not entirely true. And then here, obviously, you can subscribe to newsletter. This is something actually that I'm also working on. It's essentially a newsletter application or like blogs. So it's probably going to be called blogs at or dot tech with Manny. And here you can come in and read about the hot topics that are happening in tech. Not even just the hot topics, but just any thought that I can think of, whether that's cloud related, uh, tech related, software engineering, the future of software engineering, the future of software engineering with AI being in place. And you can read more about it. It's probably going to be done in a week or so. Um, but yeah, that's another thing that I obviously want to kind of offer. So yeah, that's just an overview of what or who I am and what I do. Um, Another thing that I want to talk about is something that I'm actually working on. Um, this is just a sneak peek of it. It's not really done, but essentially, I'm still running it on my local computer, so hence the local host. Um, 3000. Sorry, let me just do this. Um, Let me just give me a second. run dev. Just give it a second. It's coming up just now. Um, but it's essentially an LMS called Fundani AI. I'm actually not even supposed to be showing this as part of the video, but it's an LMS. And essentially, what an LMS is, it's like a learning management system, and you can come here, buy courses, learn, and stuff like that. And it's something that I feel talks so much about my personality and my character. I take the fur. I really embrace being a teacher, and I created this for that. Right. Obviously, here you can change modes. I might not. I might remove this. I don't know. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it up since I'm still developing the application. And essentially, you can come here and have some kind of like a monthly subscription. There is a free version of it as well. Maybe if you're trying to just try out the application, see if it's for you, see if those courses are for you, you can always subscribe free here. But this is essentially the application. And to give you an overview, here you're just gonna go to courses, browse through the different courses that will be deployed. This is, as I said, it's still being developed. This is just a YouTube video that I got and put it up here, but it's not something that I recorded myself. And here you can find a course that maybe I'm working on, Cloud Computing Fundamentals, which is the first video that I'm going to be, or the first course that I'm actually going to have. And here you can come and see your dashboard. Let me just show you how that works. It's just loading. Yeah, here you can come and see your dashboard, but and essentially it just shows you the courses that you've enrolled in, the courses that are available. There's going to be more courses here. I just need to change the UI of this. I can't have a course being this too big. But it shows you all the courses that you've enrolled in, and it will show you more information here. You can come to settings and see more stuff there. But yeah, that's essentially the application. I'm very excited to show you guys. Um, and hopefully it will be done in no time. Um, but yeah, it's something that I'm very excited about. Um, and that's essentially what Tech with Manny is all about, really. It's for you guys to come here and learn about tech. And it's not just stuff that I think about, but stuff that obviously you guys are going to suggest to talk about in tech. If maybe you're just scrolling through social media, you see something that's big that's booming, and you really want me to talk about it, you can always DM me, or make a comment in one of the posts that I have to say I need to talk about it, and I'll talk about it. But that's what Tech with Manny is all about. And I'm really excited for you guys to be part of it. There's more to Tech with Manny than what I just showed, but I'm going to keep that for the future. As I said, this is just an introductory video where I talk a bit about myself, who I am. And yeah, it's really late now. And yeah, I was just basically, I'm even have a mic here, just holding up my mic. And I'm pretty excited about this. Obviously, this video is going to be on YouTube. So please go like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it. Good stuff is coming up. I'm probably going to be posting 2 videos maybe a week, hopefully, fingers crossed. And yeah, you'll find out a lot about a bunch of stuff in tech by subscribing. So as I said, please go like, share, subscribe, and yeah, that's it on my side.